In the same way as I would never travel anywhere without a Swiss Army knife, I would also never travel without these. These are my Bose noise cancelling headphones. And today's video, I'm going to talk to you briefly about noise cancelling headphones, what they are and why you should have a pair. Hello, welcome back. I'm Jonathan Farley and this is my channel, and this is my essential guide for the modern man. If you've never used noise cancelling headphones, I would urge you to try them, even if that consists of going to the airport and go to the Bose shop and giving them a try there, because they are not just mufflers, they are not just ear defenders, they have active noise cancellation. I'm going to explain what that means in just a second, but these are my Bose QC35s. My first pair were a pair of QC15s, then 25s, 35s, and now we have 45s. But what's the difference, and should you care? Well, the 35s, I have to be honest, there's very little difference between these and the QC15s. The QC15s, the Quiet Comfort range, what QC stands for, the Quiet Comfort range came out about 25 years ago, introduced by Bose, and it was a revolution. I'll explain. Noise cancellation, active noise cancellation, is there's a microphone built into the headset. The microphone is listening to the ambient noise. The noise is a sound wave, and what the clever bit of the headphones is it creates the opposite of that sound wave and cancels it out, literally cancels it out. So the frequency and the wave of the sound. So when you're on an aeroplane, for example, which is why they sell them in airports, if you're on an aeroplane, that low drone, that hum of the engines gets completely silenced by noise cancelling headphones, which is why on fancy planes, when you're in business class, they give you a pair of these to use for free. So when you turn it on, there's a button, an on-off switch at the side. When you turn it on, it activates this noise cancellation. It's listening to the surrounding sound and creating the opposite sound wave. So when you put them on, they are not only very comfortable, they actively cancel the ambient sound. Now this is with them switched off. You won't be able to hear this, but when they're switched off and then switched on, it sounds like you've gone deaf, because you literally cannot hear anything in the surrounding sound. Anyway, the reason why also you should have a pair of these particular ones is that they come with this. This is an airplane adapter and a cable. These are also Bluetooth, so when I switch them on, they Bluetooth connect to my phone. But when you're on a plane, you need a hardwired connection, and they have a 3.5mm connector there, and the other end goes into there, and you can plug them in and listen to your favorite movie or program on the plane, or do what I do, don't have them listening to anything and just use them for the noise cancellation. Now, you will look on Amazon, you will look online and see the cost of these. These cost anything up to £400 a pair. Absolutely eye-watering. However, you can pick up a pair of QC35s for around £50 on eBay. You can pick up QC25s for about £40, £35. You can pick up some QC15s for absolutely buttons, under £20. But beware, they will be quite old, so they may not be as robust as the more modern ones. For my money, I would always go for something like the QC35s, which has the Bluetooth connectivity, it has the airplane mode, it has the folding design, so it fits into a small case. The case itself is a hard case that comes with it, and most of the ones that you buy online, people have kept them in the case and have all of the bits and pieces that go along with them. But when I travel, I love my own company, my own little bubble, and this just gives you, even if you're traveling in absolute economy, super saver class, it doesn't matter where you are on the plane, you switch those on and you're transported to another world. If you're listening to your own music as well, it is so relaxing. And if you're watching a film, you experience it in so much more isolation. It's brilliant. So the cost of them, the bit that gets me is why you can buy them on eBay used for a fraction of their retail price and why people are still buying them new. I suspect it's because, obviously, it's like I buy secondhand shoes. I have no problem wearing secondhand shoes. Other people think, God, I could never put my feet in some shoes that somebody else has worn. You know, how many times have you been bowling? How many times have you been 10-pin bowling and 1,000 other people have worn the shoes that you've worn? It's, you know, think about it. There's genuinely, with a good clean, there is nothing wrong with them. And the same is true with these. Now, the pads, the cups, which is what gives the QC range their real feeling of premium comfort, these are still available. They're a universal size. And I could get these to fit the QC15s, 25s, 35s and 45s. They are a universal size and they cost about £5 for a brand new set of replacement cups. I'll do another video showing how to swap them over because I've got another pair of these that need a new pair of cups. But as I say, £50 say for a complete QC35 and all the kit, the charger, and the adapter and everything, the case, and £5 for a replacement set of cups, and you literally will feel that you've bought a brand new pair of headphones for a fraction of the price. Like I say, last time I was in the airport, the man in the Bose shop said, if you don't need the case, if you've already got the case, we sell them without the case, and it's about £50 cheaper. That's the QC SC, I believe. There's also now the QC Ultra. Now, in terms of the features that you get, what's the difference between the 15, the 25, the 35, the 45 and the Ultra? Literally, it's the same as every upgrade of a smartphone, of an iPhone, of a Samsung Galaxy. Each one will be slightly better. Each one will have incremental improvements. In your phone, you'll have a faster processor, a brighter screen, more memory, more storage, but it'll be incremental improvements and you'll think it's an upgrade. It's the same with this. Now, bearing in mind that this has I'm going to show you a USB mini. The new ones, the brand new ones will have a USB-C, the universal adapter. The USB mini has been phased out, so you will need a USB mini adapter, but that's, again, a couple of pounds on Amazon is nothing. But you charge it with USB. Obviously, it's electronically powered, so you will need to charge it, but a USB mini adapter is all you need. But the beauty of this is because it's Bluetooth, once it's charged, and the charge lasts forever. Honestly, you get literally, I can charge this and I'll get 2 weeks worth of use out of the headphones using it for a couple of hours every day. It lasts so long. And the Bluetooth, as I say, means that you can wear them completely wirelessly, and it'll work with your iPhone, your Samsung, your iPad, your laptop. They're universally adaptable. So what are you getting when you upgrade? Now, if you go for the Ultra, I believe that they have a slightly different headband. They have slightly different like tactile controls and things. But what you're buying these for, the reason you are buying these headphones, the QC series Bose headphones, is that noise cancellation. And that, while they may say it's a little bit different, it's a little bit better, we've improved it in lower ranges, higher ranges, mid ranges and so on, it's basically the same. You would need to compare them literally side by side to see the difference. That basic noise cancellation technology that's been around for the 25 years, actually since the 1950s, but commercially, from a consumer level, it's been around for 25 years. That really hasn't changed that much at all. So, for my money, QC35 on eBay for around £50, brand new pair of cups, pads, and you'll see tutorials how to change them over. They literally clip in and clip out. They are so easy to change. They are literally a game changer. And don't be fooled by the hype and be persuaded to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on them. You do not need them. I'm going to go and listen to some music. See you next time. Subscribe if you haven't already, and take care. See you very soon.